What's up guys, Jivan back with another video. Whether you're on high ping or not, this video should help you out with fighting. I hopped on other servers for this video just to gather a bunch of high ping fighting clips, and I've learned some secrets that should help you out. I know some of you are on higher ping than I am in this video, but the concepts still apply no matter what ping you're on. Before we hop into the video, please consider using code JivanTV in the item shop. It helps me out a ton, or at least make sure you're using somebody's code. Without further ado, let's hop into this video. So to start out, I played on West servers where I have about 60 ping. Let's break down some of these clips. One of the biggest keys to fighting on high ping, low FPS, or with bad mechanics, whatever it may be, is having the enemy make the first move. You saw what I did right there? This is one of the most important things for high ping players. Let me slow it down for you. Right here, where I press myself up against his floor here, I see the opportunity to place a wall right as he edits. By claiming that wall, I'm able to get him full boxed right after that. I let him make the first move and make the edit, rather than pulling out my pickaxe and whacking at that thing. I made him make the first move, and that's what gave me the win. You're gonna see a lot of that in this video. Let's break down another clip. In this situation where the opponent is boxed up, I'm not really trying to take his wall here. What I'm trying to do is to get him to make a move, to get him to edit out. Because I'm on higher ping, I'm not aiming to get his wall because I'm not going to get it very easily. I'm aiming to make him go out of his box and expose himself so then I can strike. Notice how when I got him out of the box, I was able to get some angles, some shots, and win that fight. The main difference between low ping and high ping from my experience is that on low ping, you can kind of make the first move, you can go for the wall, but on high ping, it's more so about waiting for the enemy to expose themselves. There are still safe ways to pressure on high ping, which I'll break down throughout this video, but let's check out this next clip. There's two big things that I want to talk about in this clip. Just to clarify, some people say on high ping you can't really do retakes, which I know on like 200 ping, yeah, it's gonna be tough, but this is one that's actually pretty easy to do on, 60 to 120 ping. It was that ramp cone turnaround move that I just did there. That move works so well, and it's pretty easy to do on any ping. Now right here in the fight, notice how I swing the cone in first, and then I go for the wall in the peak shot. Especially on high ping, it's crucial that you go for the most important builds first when piece controlling. For example, right here, I had to place that cone to block him from going up. That was the first and most important piece of piece control that I had to get to block his momentum upwards. This is a good thing to have down on any ping. You want to prioritize certain pieces in a fight first. Then notice how I'm able to get this ramp into this person's box. People have been saying that it's hard to do phase tricks on higher ping, but it's actually not true. I mean, you can do these phase tricks on any ping. If you want to learn all the phase tricks, I have a whole guide with every single useful phase trick on my channel. I'll link it in the description. Now here's another type of situation. Maybe the opponent's camping on high ground like this player here. Notice how I handle this situation. I don't have that many mats, so I'm not trying to build fight him. I just slowly get up to a layer where I can chop him out. I take it one piece at a time. I'm not gonna full out whack every single build away because the player might drop down and bop me. In this situation, you want to keep your eyes on the opponent while you slowly chop them out. And if they drop down on you, you're ready to shoot them when they drop. Here's another good example of playing it slow, waiting for the opponent to make a move. So as you can see, somebody died right in front of me, so I need those mats to survive this. I'm protecting myself while gathering them all, and then I wait for the enemy to psycho towards me, and I'm just taking safe peek shots while I do this. I play it very patiently and just wait for them to expose themselves, and then I go for the finishing touch once I have them one shot. Patience is key, my friend. Here's another good fight off spawn at Steamy. This is another situation where I just let the enemy walk into my traps, and once they're there, I piece them up and finish the fight. Again, I'm patient with my peeks. I make sure everything's set up safely. I see him on top of his ramp here, which is why I go for that side wall. He doesn't have an angle to shoot me, so I just try to get it really fast back into my box and set up a right-hand peek to finish it. You really only want to go for those side walls if you have a safe opportunity to do it. Since the player was on top of the ramp and had no angle on me, that was the perfect opportunity to go for it. In this next fight, I do a lot of things right. First thing to note is how I'm building far away from me. I'm trying to place cones and ramps far away just so that I can block their movement. That way they can't really get to high ground and they have to take a different direction, which in the end gives me this opportunity to piece control them. And so when I'm piece controlling them here, notice how I don't over engage. Let's take it back and look at this. So first I get this wall in front of me. They have the opportunity to edit the ramp right on me, and so I pull out my tack, but I notice them not even going for the edit right away. So then I get to the other side, block their edit out that direction, and at that point I have all their angles blocked except for one direction, so I just wait for them to edit in that direction and bop them. So here's a situation where I actually do go for somebody's wall. I got a nice tag on this person, and so they're trying to get heals off, and in this situation I like to keep the pressure on. So when I'm on high ping, I definitely do not want to double smack a wall, like Jarian says. I'll hit the wall once and then try to wait for them to edit, and then hit the wall again and just wait for them to make a move. This player wasn't making any edits on me, and so eventually I just got the kill on him. Main thing is you want to prioritize safety. Always expect the enemy to edit, so you always have your gun ready after one hit on the wall. It's just constant baiting and trying to get them to edit on you so you can take a shot. This next dude I caught slipping, bruh. So he had me weak in this situation. Usually when that happens, they just psycho forward brainlessly, and that's how I was able to catch this dude off guard. But let's talk about the piece control and peek shot techniques that I use in this fight. So to start off, I just get this wall before he can because I heard him walking around the corner. Free shot. After I take that shot, I immediately piece control out this left side. I do that because I see he claims that left wall. You can see it's his. So I had a feeling he might go out this side. I block it off just in case. And then I use the wall as a right hand peek to get this second shot. And then I slowly back up while taking this last shot just so he can't hit me very hard and I can get that last little damage I need to finish it. Beautiful fight. So at this point you probably noticed like I'm doing a lot of piece controlling still on high ping. 60 ping it's not so hard, 120 ping it gets a little harder, 200 ping it's almost impossible, but not impossible. The biggest things that apply to high ping is waiting for the enemies to make a move, doing simple piece control like I'm doing in these clips. Running edit courses and all that is a lot harder to do on higher ping, but you can still do those basic piece control techniques. Such as in this clip, you know, I'm doing that piece control from behind cover. I'm running to my right hand peek while piece controlling. That way I can't get hit while doing it. All that stuff still applies to high ping. People that are saying they're on 60 ping so they can't do this stuff, I get that it's harder, but it still does apply, and I hope this video is helping you out. But let's break down some more clips. So this next clip was during the West Cash Cup. This first peek shot I did was really good. Right here, notice how I used the cone as a peek shot from below. And then right after that, I'm able to get all the builds around him and just finish it up with a right hand peek. This player probably expected me to, you know, edit through the cone and drop him down. So using the cone as a right hand peek definitely caught him off guard. And then I just had to get the pieces around him before he could slip out of the box, and it was a GG. This clip demonstrates an understanding of, you know, how much piece control do you actually need before you can go for a shot. In this situation, all I needed to do was place the cones and then go for a shot, and then if that first shot doesn't kill them, I can get the builds around them before they slip out. You don't need to prioritize piece control 100%, just get what you need to get that shot so that they're exposed, and then worry about the other pieces when it comes time to worry about it, you know? This is another good thing to look for in fights. You can place cones from so far away, and this can really throw people off. Like you saw, I was all the way on low ground in this clip, and I placed a cone all the way up to him 2 layers above me to cut off his movement, force him to turn around and get him piece controlled. That cone right there threw him off, and when they're on a ramp and they get coned, usually they just turn around, do a whole 180 and go the other way. So that's how I was able to clean up that fight there. Here's another really good example of waiting for the enemy to make the first move. Remember what I said earlier, you know, when I'm pressuring a wall or a floor above them, I'm just taking it one pickaxe at a time, waiting for them to edit, and that's how I got this right hand peek here. Patience on high ping trying to bait the enemy out is the biggest strategy that I recommend to you. That's how I was winning most of these fights. Just make sure you're baiting and pressuring in a safe way, behind builds, making sure you have cover, all that. For example, in this situation, I had the wall in front of me to use as a right hand peek. Here's another off spawn example. Dude, I must have had like 6 people fighting me out in this cool area. It was ridiculous, but I'm playing in my builds. I'm nice and safe in my fully built metal, and I'm just keeping my distance. You can see I don't immediately go for anything when this guy starts pressuring my wall. I use the ramp to get extra distance from him and set up peeks from like a box away. I waited for him to make the first move to pressure my wall, and then he's just running away a second later. I just had to put this clip in here because what the heck was this guy doing, bruh? Honestly, dude, what? Okay, so this next clip is for when you're getting absolutely psychoed. I should have died here, but I did the best I could to get out of here and I managed to escape. I get asked this a lot, so just pay attention to my movement, all the builds I'm placing. This is kind of my go-to. I try to maneuver myself around, place lots of builds to add extra layers for them to break through, and then this ramp flip move to get out of the guy's box when he was psychoing up against my ramp. That is the last resort key move to get out of there. So at first, I go for a shot on him, see if I can get a big hit, but I end up breaking the wall. So I slip out of there, build a wall to protect myself, branch out, but he gets the wall behind me that I thought I got. Good thing I double layered it with a ramp. That way I didn't immediately get bopped when he edited through. But right here when he's under my ramp, notice how I'm moving around a lot so it's hard to track me. I'm waiting for an opportunity to escape, but right here when he's pressed up against my ramp, that's my opportunity to flip the ramp over top of him so he just walks right through it and to edit out the backside. Anytime I do that, I manage to escape, and in this situation he got third partied and so I had a chance to heal. Also, that was all on 120 ping, and so is this next clip. To start this clip out, I get a nice side jump play on this dude, get him hit from above, he did not expect it from up there. And then I want you to pay attention to the phase tricks I use. First one was right there, I phased a ramp into his box. Even on 120 ping, it's still possible, first try every time, I swear. And then I knew I had a health advantage, so I just used a ramp behind me to phase jump into his box and finish that fight up real quick. I have 2 more clips on 120 ping for you before we wrap this up. First one here is notice how much time I take on tracking the opponent. Sure, I ran this edit course, it's because I saw an opportunity to piece him up, but as soon as I see he's not there, I take time to just simply track the opponent, see where they are, and counter them based off their moves. So I go for this piece control play because I see his back wall's missing, but then you can see me literally not moving anymore, just tracking him. I simply wait for him to make the play and catch him off guard. He didn't think I was going to be ready like that. Now in this fight, I played it so well all around. Piece control, peak shots, movement, everything. I honestly should have won this without taking hardly any damage, but my pump just was not hitting very hard. So to start it out, I'm inside, I hear him above me, so I go out the side right here. When I take this first shot, notice how I'm ducking back down right afterwards and building cover. He shot me through the wall because I was a little slow to react there. But then when I go for this high wall side jump, notice how I do it. This is so important for high ping. I prioritize the highest wall first. That way I can be certain that that wall is going to build. Like I said earlier, you gotta prioritize the most important builds in a fight. That way they definitely build. Then I got that peek shot through the window and the side to finish it up. Now I know we went over a ton of fights in this video, so I'm just gonna do a quick little recap of the most important things for you guys. 1, this is probably the most important. Play off your enemy. Try to bait them a lot, make them make the first move, that way you can counter it and always be ready for their moves. Try to stay one step ahead of them, what could they potentially do in the fight, where could they edit, make sure you have cover from their right hand peeks, and be ready to play off what they do. Once you get that damage dealt in a fight, you can play a lot more aggressive. The other most important thing is prioritize your piece control. This is especially crucial on high ping, but it's crucial on any ping. You want to get that most important build first, whether it be a cone blocking their path up a ramp, or like I was just talking about, the high wall. Prioritize your builds. Those are the 2 biggest things, but hopefully this video helped you out, helped you get a better understanding on how to play off the opponent, how to play on high ping, low FPS, whatever it may be. If it did, be sure to hit that like button, sub if you're new, comment down below videos you want to see, and of course, don't forget to use code JivanTV. Thanks for watching, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.